S05E14.
Around you indeed.
Good evening, everyone. Hello, Cetra, Shapes, Procyon, Ash, of course. I almost said hi to Nightbot. Dr. Mummy. Did I see Jahuska? No, I did not. David Bodycomb, Prug, Samster. Thank you, Kolo, for the resub. I think that's the alert that I missed because my stream tab was borked. Thank you for the resub, Connor. 22 months. That's double digits. And David as well. And thanks for the host, Dr. Mummy and Cetra. And I see Me Times. Hello. Yes, we are here for episode 4. I should get better at these things, shouldn't I? World is a weird place. My life is a weird place. But tonight we have Golden Mind, episode 4. I'm not sure if we will have all contestants because I haven't heard from one of them, so I'm a bit worried. But I sort of have a backup plan, so we'll see. If you don't know, if you haven't heard, I am doing, or Ash has allowed me to do the Golden Mine Tournament, which is a Lithuanian TV quiz show that I've been on for 5 times, just bragging and not humbly. And I am doing a tournament for you all lovely folks. And now we're into episode 4. There's going to be one more episode in 2 weeks, and then we're going to have a holiday break. The winners of these episodes will go to the final. That's going to be sometime in probably January. And the second place winners, or the second placers, will have a separate match to fight for the last spot in the final as such. What else? I think that's the very first things I should say, and that should be fine. So I'm just going to probably stop yapping and turn to someone who's probably wiser than me. Hello, Ape.
Wiser. Nope, not me.
You are smart. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine tonight. I'm looking forward to this match. I feel I say this every week. Like, I'm excited to see the players, but yeah, it's just like every match it seems to have a lot more like war between the sides, or just like a lot of strong players that'll be fighting it out. So I look forward to see what happens in tonight's match.
Yeah, this one is gonna be interesting, and like I do have some interesting matchups left for the final one, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this one as well. Some favorites, but only one winner. Did I forget to say something? I don't think I did. I don't know. Let's move on to those contestants, shall we? Yes, like I mentioned, I haven't heard from one of them yet since Monday, which was when I messaged them all. I do have a backup plan if needed. Someone else, another contestant agreed to jump in if needed, and let me just check if the first person is a chat. No. Okay, moving on. So, contestant number 1 for tonight. Applecast, 21-year-old maritime engineering student from the Netherlands. And I'm very happy to see that his proudest quizzing moment so far was getting to the finals of the Golden Mine pilot episode. Contestant number 2, none other than our own Ash the Bash, 32-year-old, soon to be 33, games programmer from England. Proudest quizzing moment was completing the hosting of 500 questions. Contestant number 3, in theory, should be Hallian, 26-year-old, currently unemployed from USA. His proudest quizzing moment is demolishing Millionaire. We'll see that he's around a bit later. Contestant number 4, Itogi, 21-year-old, currently unemployed from Russia. His proudest quizzing moment was being the last human player to lose, or probably to stay, on 1 versus 100. Contestant number 5, Cos7, 31-year-old computing specialist from UK. Proudest quizzing moment, win in danger zone. And if that brag wasn't enough, if that flex wasn't enough, he did it twice. And last but not least, Samster, 23-year-old, currently unemployed from UK, whose proudest quizzing moment was second place in Duel Seasons 1 and 2. And now, my mind is frazzled. he was the winner of season 3, wasn't he?
Oh, I wasn't gonna spoil it just in case people still haven't seen it to this point, but yeah, Samson did win season 3. So
Yeah.
congrats.
So considering this questionnaire was the signups were filled in before that happened,
Yes,
so
true.
probably could be changed to that, but I kept it here just in case. So yeah, if you all could make your way to the green room, there we go. I am dragging you all in. There we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, do we have a Hallian? That's the question of the day and of the week. Pardon? So, apologies. Sniffles, weather, and all that kind of shenanigans. I don't see a Hallian around. I haven't received a message from him since Monday when I DM'd all the contestants. So, I very quickly, as in like 15 minutes ago, messaged one of the other contestants that in theory would have competed in the episode 5. So my slides aren't prepared for that. So he would just be taking Hallian's spot. And I'm gonna welcome in Random Zombie instead. Good evening. Well, yeah, let's start with you since you're very special tonight. Let me quickly find the. There we go. Random Zombie. A very weird aged dungeon master from UK, whose proudest quizzing moment was getting into the Google That final. So,
Yeah.
firstly, thank you very much for agreeing to play on such a short notice.
No problem.
That makes my life so much easier, so much less complicated. Do you feel you have a bit of a do you feel that this sort of spontaneity and short notice will affect your performance somehow, or are you ready to kick everyone's behinds nonetheless?
I think I'm ready.
Okay. Well, good to hear that. So, in terms of the teams and sequences, you're just going to be taking Hallian's spot. So that avatar with the big hat, not green hat. There. And let's go to your teammates. So, firstly, Applecast. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you feeling tonight? You have participated in the pilot episode, as we discussed, and you performed quite well. You went to the finals, so like you have to win the whole episode this time, right? Is that the
well, that's a bit tough. I don't have my expectations that high, but getting to the final will be great.
Okay, so at least
enough.
getting the same. Fair enough. And the third teammate. So good luck with that. We'll see how that goes. It's
Yeah.
definitely a weird, a challenging setup for the night, which does include our very own and very famous Ash the Bash. Hello.
Hello, Catnip.
How so? You know, like last time when you also participated in the pilot episode, and last time I asked, so usually I would ask like, oh, how does it feel to be on the other side of playing and not hosting? I have asked that last time, so now I'm gonna ask, how does it feel to just not to need to stream every once in a while and just seeing me attempt at that instead of you?
Well, I'm still technically streaming in a way because I'm still here. I'm just not in control of things, which is I'm okay with that.
Fair.
I'm okay with giving away control to people.
Yay. I feel special. I feel honored. So yeah, what's your what we call plan minimum for tonight?
Oh, get through round 1.
Get through round. Okay. That's
Because
that.
that's what I got. That's where I got eliminated last time, if I remember rightly.
Oh right, it may be, yeah. I should have checked. I'm not a
you
good
did.
okay, lovely.
Thanks for reminding me, Afgas.
Come here.
I was in your team and knocked you out, so.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So with that team spirit, you're gonna have to play with each other, and you're gonna have to play with each other nicely, hopefully. Moving on to team 2. Itogi, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm feeling kind of sleepy. It's 11:16 p.m. right
True.
now.
Yeah, only a bit earlier here. We'll hopefully we won't tire you out too much, and you'll have trivia stamina left, or quizzing stamina left until the very final. So yeah, I know that you are very much comparing yourself to the mini Slav community, like this the Slav bundle. So Cetra did go to the what I would call mini final. Dr. Mummy unfortunately got eliminated. So you have to complete the rainbow and just go straight to the final by winning tonight. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I'm used to people not saying that. Yes, I will win tonight, so I'm trying to say that for them, for everyone. So yeah, best of luck tonight. Hopefully that happens. I say hopefully that happens for every contestant. So that sounds weird. Moving on to our contestant number 5, K7. Good evening.
Good evening.
How feisty are you feeling tonight?
Feisty, that's an interesting phrase. I'm feeling up for the challenge, yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you're gonna win it then.
Well, I was trying to aim as far as I can. If I can win, obviously I want to win, but there's 5 strong contestants, and it's not going to be easy.
Fair enough. And yeah, one of those strong contestants is Samster, like mentioned, placed second in Duel 1 and Duel 2, and then went all the way in Duel 3. Were me and Abe correct joking that that's probably your proudest quizzing moment?
Yeah.
Updated?
I think that's overtaken the second places. It was good to finally get a position that wasn't second place.
Fair enough. How does it feel? So do you feel a bit more relaxed because you have that glory, so you don't have to win this tournament, or do you now feel the pressure of expectations because you're the current champ of things?
I'm always trying to win, but yeah, I don't feel like I need to prove myself. Not that I ever really did that much anyway, but I'm just here to have fun. And that's a really sad thing to say, but I just want to enjoy this. It's going to be fun.
Well, hopefully I can provide that for you. Words. Which means we can start with round 1. Abe has probably sent you all the links for the answer submissions.
Yep, so check your DMs on Discord. I have a few players are waiting responses for, so all you need to do, you can load it up on your computer or on mobile. Select letter A, B, or C just next to the spot that's highlighted T on your card. Hit enter or tab out to another cell so that I can see those accepted into the system.
I keep seeing them coming in. While they are coming in, I'll quickly remind round 1's rules in case it's needed for either contestants or the viewers, or new reminders. So we're going to be playing in 2 teams of 3 people each. The teams are going to be like I would call it the left side and the right side, as you saw in the slide before. Players will be answering multiple choice questions with ABC options. However, they will be answering it individually. And what Abe just mentioned is those answer submissions. So you have 15 seconds to input either A, B, or C. Do not change your answer after the first option is taken only. If all 3 players in the same team answer correctly, the team gets 1 point. After 8 questions or earlier, if the winner is clear, the winning team, all players from the winning team move on to round 2, and we'll deal with the elimination of 2 people from the losing team. And that's it. I guess we can start.
Yep.
Ape, you're all good to go on your end?
I'm still needing responses
Yeah.
from Applecats and Togi here.
Okay, thought maybe I was in sync.
How do I respond? Actually,
There's a DM in your Discord.
Yeah, I
account.
opened the document
Follow that link.
already.
Okay. So down to where it says T, if you can just enter either A, B, or C into that cell, does not matter at this point.
Hmm.
But once you have that, hit accept or enter if you're on desktop, or you can tab out to a different cell if you're on mobile. And I can inspect your card too in just a sec to see.
Mhm. And I am not seeing Apple Casses either yet.
I am having glitch. It says
Sorry, I'm in, but it doesn't let me
So,
accept
yep.
the owner.
Don't type on the T, type next to the T, please.
Dun, 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 dun. In the meanwhile, I'll remind of the whole tournament structure, since I have time to spare, or to kill. So yeah, this is episode 4 of the of 5 episode sort of plan schedule. All 5 winners are going to the tournament final. All 5 second place placement players are going to what I will call mini final. The winner of that mini final gets the last spot in the tournament final, and then they're gonna be fighting for the prize of pride and some Lithuanian treats. Okay, I see Applecast entered in the first question. That will do for now. At least it's going through. And I believe we can start now, right?
Looks like everybody's got the
Yes.
hang of it. Yep. So,
So-
Applecast, just clear your response in 1. Everybody else can keep your stuff in T there. That's
Mhm.
fine.
And all of you should be watching my Discord stream because obviously there's less delay, or sort of no delay there, and all things are in PowerPoint. And ask me questions if you need to. Don't cheat. Don't look at chat. Don't read from chat. Chat, have fun. Contestants also have fun. Moving on to question 1. Topical. So this Thursday we have Thanksgiving Day in America, in US. And in which month does the Canadian Thanksgiving occur? Is it October, November, or December? Just waiting on August 7th, I think. There we go. Okay, starting with Applecast. What was your answer?
It was October. I think it is the 12th or 13th? I vaguely remember this, at least.
Okay, so that seems quite confident. Ash?
I watched a lovely YouTube channel called Le Gourmet TV. They're based in Canada, and they did a roast for Canadian Thanksgiving, which I believe was in October.
Okay, and Random Zombie?
I thought they were similar dates, so I put November.
So, unfortunately, the team definitely does not get the point. Let's see to what Team 2 did. Togi.
I put on October. It's just a guess.
Okay, Cast 7th?
I put November. I thought it was like early November, not late November.
Mm-hmm. And Samster?
I knew it wasn't November, and I thought it was earlier, so I went with October.
Okay, so in this case, neither of the teams get the point. So US Thanksgiving is the 4th Thursday of November. The Canadian Thanksgiving is on the 2nd, I believe, Tuesday of October, and this year it was October 11th.
Right.
Yeah, so no points for the teams. There's some individual scoring. I'll get to it at the end of the round because it will become more relevant then. Moving on to question 2. In which year was the Hoover Dam opened? 1931, 1936, or 1941? There we go. Okay, so from Canadian to the other part of America, back to US. Apple, what was your answer?
My answer was B, but mainly guess.
Okay. Ash?
I've been there but can't remember, so I went down the middle with B.
Okay. Zombie?
I knew it wouldn't be 1941 because that was happening in World War II,
Mm-hmm.
and I think 1931 was too early. So when in doubt, go down the middle. I went with B.
Okay. So at least your team is unanimous. It's not yet clear if you get the point. Moving on to team 2. Itogi?
I have a similar thinking method as a random zombie. So B.
Okay. K7?
I thought it was earlier than 36, so I went 31.
Okay. And Samster?
I just had no idea, so I also went down the middle with 36.
So 4 people sort of completely or close to that guessing for B. So yeah, Team 2 is not getting the point whatever happens, and Hoover Dam was started, the building of it started in 1931. However, it was completed and opened in 1936. Congratulations, Team 1, you get a point. And what do points make? Pancakes, as I say for Quizzy Dan, but question 3. Which of the 3 wise men's name means the king of light? Balthazar, Casper, or Melchior? Pick a 7th.
I'm thinking.
I need to see an answer. 3, 2. Okay, I see one. Thank you. Once again, let's start with Apple.
I went for Melchior, but I was doubting between Balthasar and Melchior.
Okay.
I don't think it's Caspar.
Okay. Ash?
I had no clue whatsoever, but instead of going down the middle, I went to the top with Balthazar.
Okay, so no point for you on this question. For the team, random zombie?
Melchior, but now I think it's Balthazar.
Okay. So a mixed answer, but official one is Melchior. So, Itogi?
I have no clue. I chose Balthazar.
Okay. K7?
I also didn't really know, but I also went with Balthazar.
So now for this question, when everyone's guessing, they're guessing A. And Samster, will you be unanimous?
No, sorry, I went with C. I don't really know why, it just kind of felt right to me.
Okay, so unfortunately, no points for either team. But Samster should not feel sorry because he was the only one to answer correctly for his team. Balthazar means protects the king or protected by the king. And Melchior does mean the king of light. I was not able to find a particular meaning for Casper. So not sure. Throwback to episode 2. Moving on to question 4. Question 4. Coprolalia is one of possible characteristics for which of these syndromes? Stockholm syndrome, Stendhal syndrome, or Tourette syndrome? Waiting on Apple. There we go. Okay, speaking of Apple, let's start there again. What's your answer?
I went with Tourette syndrome. I think it had to do with language, and I don't know what Stendhal syndrome is, but it would mean it wouldn't be Stockholm, so I went with Tourette.
Okay, Ash?
Yeah, I was thinking with the Lalia being sort of like excessiveness of something, and Tourette's is generally, it's like nervous tics often characterized with using foul language. So I went Tourette syndrome on this.
Okay, and random zombie?
No clue. So I went up top with A, Stockholm syndrome, because well, I haven't had an A on my sheet, so
Okay.
why not?
Oh, I thought like if you guessed B, then the people guessed C. So, oh no, then people who guessed A. So I thought people who would guess now would guess C. Based on that pattern. Itogi?
I have no clue. I chose a syndrome that I don't know anything about. B.
That's one of the strategies. K7?
I thought it. I've very heard of it. It might have been something to do with swearing, so I thought it was Tourette's.
Okay, and
So-
Samster?
I kind of tried to use a bit of logic. I was thinking coprolalia might be sort of like copulate, and I know Stockholm syndrome is you meant to be like you meant to fall in love with your captors, so it could have been that. I'd never heard of Stendhal syndrome, so I didn't really know. I just guessed A.
Okay, so we have the rainbow in Team Q. Yeah, no points and no team points for this question either. So Stendhal syndrome, to firstly explain, is also called Florence syndrome, but it's basically you get excited. There's like rapid heartbeat, fainting, and sometimes even hallucinations occurring when usually it's when you're looking at art. Or sometimes it could be other objects, but it's like looking at art or something you deem to be of great beauty. Stockholm syndrome, yes, the captive, the kidnapped person starts empathizing with their captor, the word, and Tourette syndrome. So coprolalia is so copro meaning for feces in Latin, I think, and lalia is the repeating of it. So one of Tourette syndrome's potential features or characteristics is that people just tend to randomly say swear words or rude words even though they don't think of anything rude. It's not what they think, it's not what they feel, and that's what it essentially is. That's spewing out swear words, rude words, sometimes gestures. That's probably copropraxia and things like that. So far we have 1-0 for the team score, which is interesting.
Everything can change.
Yes, which means every question matters a lot. Moving on to question number 5 now. Almond trees are native to which country? Italy, Iran, or Iceland? K7?
No, I've done.
Oh, haven't seen yours. Ape, you see it on your end?
Let me inspect the card 1 sec.
We're gonna do this done differently, and K7, let's start with you. What's your answer?
I thought it might have been featured in the Mediterranean, which means it can only be Italy out of the 3.
Okay. Togi?
I think that for almond trees, Italy's climate is more right.
Okay.
So I chose Italy.
So unanimous so far, and Samster?
I went with Iran. I didn't know. I just thought it needed to be a hot climate, but I wasn't sure.
Okay. And so no points for you still. Team 1, Apple?
I went with Iran, but purely out of instinct. I think I remember some weird trees being in the Asian. I have no clue. In the Asian region, I don't know if it's almond.
Okay.
Mainly, I guess.
Ash?
Well, I know it begins with an I.
That was kind of the point of the wrong answers there.
But outside of that, I had no clue, and I went down the middle with Iran.
It starts with an I, then there's a consonant, a vowel, and another consonant. Yeah. And random zombie?
Well, we could get a team point here. I also went with Iran.
Okay.
And I don't actually think it's Italy. That's one I ruled out immediately because they're more olives fruit climates. So, and almonds more of a nutty kind of thing. So I thought it just couldn't grow in Italy.
Okay. Well, so we're gonna have we're having a second case of where Hamster is the only one to answer correctly in his team. Congratulations, Team 1. You get your second point. Almond trees are native to Iran and surrounding countries. So I skipped on a couple that I wanted to input, like India or Indonesia, just in case. But yeah. So yeah, it's now 2-0, and Team 2 would, like, it's not crucial dead yet, but only if Team 1 doesn't answer. So you kind of want to get this right. And if Team A gets it right and B doesn't, that's it. I'm referring to Team A and B. You got the point, I think. Question number 6. Mahout is a trainer of which animals? Elephants, snakes, or tigers? Okay, waiting on Random Zombie and Kessa. There we go, Kessevans.
Like that.
Oh, you're in? Okay. Let's start with you then, because I don't see it, so just for like that. What's your answer for this one?
I put in elephants.
Elephants. Okay. Itogi?
Also elephant.
Okay, and Samster?
I'm going against the team again. I went with snakes.
Ooh. So no point for you. No point for your team, which means that if Team 1 answers correctly, that's the round. Applecast, what's your answer?
I haven't heard of it, and I would have heard of it if it was snakes or tigers, I think, so I went with elephants.
Okay. Random Zombie?
I went with elephants because I've watched Fort Boyard a bit recently, so I thought I would have heard the term if it was tigers, because they've got two beautiful tigers on that show.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a test between those snakes and elephants, and elephants are more likely of the two to be trained, so educated less.
Okay. So at this point, I can reveal that the correct answer is elephants. Ash, did your team just win the round, or does Team 2 have some hope?
So my thoughts on this one was Mahout sort of sounds a bit like an Indian word. And which of these three did I associate most closely to India? Certainly with its gods, I went with elephants.
Congratulations, Team 1 then. I would dare say that, like, all of these animals are associated with India to decent extent. But yeah, I can see why the elephants would be the one to call out. So congratulations, Team 1. A round of applause for you.
Hey, well done.
So you all go through to round 2. And from Team 2, unfortunately, only one of you can go through, and 2 people will be eliminated. So the way the scoring works is, in this case, it's a bit of a Catane manual kind of thing. So the first rule is that if there's a player who scored more than either of the other 2, that's the player going through. Do you want to take a guess or rather, I'll say we do have that kind of player. Does Team 2 want to take a guess which player that is?
Samster.
Yeah.
I'd like to think it was me.
Yes. Samster got 4 out of 6 correctly. Itogi 3 out of 6, and K7's 2 out of 6. So Unfortunately, that does mean that both Itogi and Ka7th are eliminated from this game and actually this tournament, mini tournament. And Samster, you are going through to round 2. So yeah, commiserations Itogi, commiserations Ka7th. Hopefully you had fun, at least.
Yeah, I had fun.
Yay. And Ka7th?
Yeah. It was good. It was a good experience. It was a good experience.
I shall take that. We take those.
Yeah, I think
Fair enough. So yeah, thank you for playing, and hopefully you stick around to watch the rest of the episode and root for Samster or against Samster. Who knows? Both reasons are valid, and yes, that means we move on to round 2. Let me go to where's my round 2. Gonna switch my round 2 here as well. So the round 2 rules are 2 teams of 2 players each. This time it's conferring. You are answering multiple choice questions with 4 options each. Question is targeted for the specific team, so it's the active team as they call it. If they answer correctly, they get 2 points. If they don't, question goes over to the passive team. If they answer correctly from the remaining options, they get only a single point, but they still get 1 point. Then the active team switches, and we keep going like that. Round has 8 questions, or we play until the winner is clear. Both winning team players go to round 3. I still have that mistake, don't I? Both players go to round 3, and then we're gonna have a sudden death elimination of one person from the losing team. So now, Samster, as the remaining survivor of team 2, you get to pick your partner for round 2.
Okay.
Do you want to hear some stats, or you just gonna go with your preferences without them?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go on my gut. I'm gonna pick Ash if that's okay.
That is perfectly fine. So, out of curiosity, the best player in Team 1 in round 1 was Applecast, who answered all 6 questions correctly. So Team 1, we're gonna have Applecast and Random Zombie. And Team 2 is gonna be Ash, the Bash, and Samster. So let's do that. There we go. There's that. I can show that in the middle-ish. Okay. And yeah, quick technical note. Once the active team, once I read the question and all the options, I would like to ask that the passive team deafens themselves in Discord. You're welcome to and encouraged to talk in DMs to discuss the answers. Once the active team has chosen an option, it will be visible on the PowerPoint, and then you can just undeafen and go on with your answer if needed and such. I guess we can start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Yep. First question is for Team 1, so that is Applecast and Random Zombie. And the question is, which movie was titled as Last Trial of the Groom upon its release in Lithuania? To clarify, this is the literal translation of the Lithuanian phrase, which was Paskutinis jaunikio išbandymas. But that's the literal translation of the title. Was it Meet the Parents, Wedding Crashers, My Best Friend's Wedding, or 4 Weddings and a Funeral?
Well, the one that describes this most literally is Meet the Parents.
Yeah, I have absolutely never heard of any of these 4 movies, so I can't help here. So
yeah, but I'm gonna say Meet the Parents just because Last Trial of the Groom. That sounds like meeting the. That's more like meeting in-laws, isn't it?
Could be
Could also be
parents.
4. Yeah, Meet the Parents. If
That
you're
makes
meeting
sense.
parents, yeah, it makes sense. It's also 4 weddings and a funeral, but why wouldn't there be more references to the 4 aspect of that?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
Wedding crashes, I
Oh.
don't get that. My best friend's wedding, I don't get that. Yeah, I'm going to meet the parents here. Unless you want to do anything.
Yeah. No, I think the logic is sound enough for what we can base it on. I think Meet the Parents is a good idea.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
let's lock in
locking in the parents. So both my best friend's wedding and 4 weddings and a funeral had literal translations of those phrases as such. Wedding Crashers was actually translated as Hide the Bridesmaids. And Meet the Parents was translated as The Last Trial of the Groom.
Nice logic.
So, Team 1 gets 2 points. And moving on to question 2, which is for Ash and Samster. Similar, in France, the TV series Pretender was translated into what title? Once again, literal translation of it. Con Man, On the Run, Chameleon, or Charlatan?
Do you know what Pretender is? Because I'm not sure.
Oh, God. Was it one of those cop shows from the 70s? They're all like named like Pretender and like, oh God, was it one of those?
It sounds plausible. I'm getting pulled to Chameleon. I don't really know why, but
yeah, I don't think it'd be Charlatan. Doesn't feel right. Neither would it be On the Road. Although they did a lot of like car chases, but that's car chasing rather than directly running. Depends on if it's the yeah. Chameleon probably makes the most sense out of those 4.
It just sort of makes sense to me in terms of the chameleon sort of changes based on its surroundings, but
yeah, like Be the Great Pretender, yeah.
I really don't know. I'm not even sure I'm aware of the TV series, to be honest with you. So
I guess we'll be inclined to go with Chameleon then out of those 4 options.
Yeah, let's go for Chameleon. We're not sure at all, but yeah.
Okay, so locking in Chameleon. I will say, so I'm surprised you don't know the series. It was I don't know, perhaps it wasn't like that big in UK or even in US. I thought it was like one of those 90s, late 90s things. Like it was all over Lithuanian TV. And it was about a young genius boy who was sort of not exactly kidnapped, but he was kept for like testing of his mental abilities, and he had no idea who he is, and eventually he ran away. So he still had no idea who he was or his family, and he in every episode he pretended to be another, like a specialist of another profession to blend in and to do like episode mission, as I would call it. And due to all these transformations, I assume the TV show was called Chameleon.
Okay, we completely stumbled it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm happy with that.
yeah. I mean, it was action. It wasn't like police serious. It was sort of action. Like it had detective-ish feeling in a way. It wasn't a full-on detective as such. So there were a couple of movies afterwards. I now want to rewatch it almost.
Yeah, you've got me quite interested in it now. I might have to actually look into that.
So yeah, because it went from 1996 to 2000, so it's one of those where it's like, I'm curious how it's gonna be watchable now. But yeah.
Yeah, it could be very dated, like, yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations, both teams got the translation questions. We're equal to 2. Moving on to question 3, once again to Applecast and Random Zombie. How big is the standard grid of lines in Go? And I'm counting not the cells, but I'm counting lines. 15 by 15, 17 by 17, 19 by 19, or 21 by 21.
Do you play Go?
Well, I looked at Tabletop Simulator a few days ago, and I opened Go for no reason. And I think I remember 19 from that. I didn't play it before.
Well, 19 by 19, that sounds reasonable. I also remember something about 19 by 19 as well.
No, there's less than 400 grids for sure, so 15 to 15 is too small. I'm pretty sure it's 19.
If it's less than 400, so it can't be 21 times by 21. 15 by 15 is 225. 17 by 17 is...
It's 289, I think.
Yeah, 289. 19 by 19 is... 81 plus...
Is the 361.
Yeah, 361.
I think it's 361.
You think it's 361 squared?
I'm pretty sure. I'm like 60-70% sure on 19 times 19.
If you... Well,
I'm willing to take the blame for this.
As I have no clue, I'm going to trust you on this one.
Let's hope now my over-eagerness doesn't damage me. I think we should lock in 19 times 19, though.
Okay.
Okay.
I am blocking in that then. You said 361. It's not 361 because if you count cells, it's 18 by 18. But I was counting lines, so it's all good. Because in Go you place the stones on the line, so the both edges are valid options as such. But I was just messing around. Yeah. Well done. So 2 points again. Question number 4 is for Ash and Samster, and in a small way for score. Shogi is known as Japanese chess, or the game of what? The game of warriors, game of mercenaries, game of strategists, and or game of generals.
Shogunate, it's going to be generals. It has to be. If it's of the same derivation, it's got to be generals for like the shogunate.
Yeah, let's go with that then. You seem confident. I'm happy to go with that.
It's not going to be warriors. It's not going to be mercenaries because those would be the samurai. Strategists, I guess they technically are, but no, the generals would be the shogunate. So
this is kind of the perfect question for you, really, isn't it?
I mean, the previous question was up my alley just because I had written a question about the board of Go literally the other day. So, yeah, I'm happy either way. I go with Game of Generals.
Yep, I'm happy to go with that.
Okay, locking Game of Generals, and I did not realize how easy this question would be because I did not make the connection. Because I'm like, okay, Shogun, then right. Yeah, it does come from Sho means the general and Gi board game. So yeah, 2 pointers all around. Moving on to question number 5, which is back again to Applecast and Random Zombie. In the musical Sound of Music, how many daughters did the Von Trapp family have? 3, 4, 5, or 6?
Now I'm trying to think back to Sound of Music.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I think it's more than 3.
Yeah, and I know they've got an eldest daughter, and they've got a youngest daughter. They've got 7 kids in total, if I remember correctly. Or am I just completely wrong on that?
That might be right. I didn't know how many of these were male female. I figured it was high. I figured it was 6 or 7. 7 sounds correct.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. You don't have to confirm or deny. 7. Is it 8 or 7? Like, I know it's not 6.
5 sounds legit. I think it's
does.
between 4 and 5, but...
trying to think. If it's 8, it would make sense for it to be 4. And if it was 7, it would be either 3 or 4. So I'm going for 4 here.
Alright, yeah, I think I can follow you. I'm not too sure on my answer. I think 4. Yeah, 4 sounds legit enough.
Yeah, locking 4, catnip.
Locking in 4. And we have... So I'm going to say congratulations, because you just gave the first incorrect answer in round 2 tonight.
Oh.
That's a little bit of an achievement. So it's not 4, which means Ash and Samster, you can steal a point by...
Okay, so I was saying to Ash, I thought there were 7 children, and I knew, well, I think anyway, that there's either 2 or 3 sons. So I had it narrowed down to 4 or 5. So I'm glad that they went with 4. I think I want to go for 5.
Yeah, I'm happy with you to go with that. I've got no real knowledge on the number of children in the Von Traps, so if that was your inkling as to go that there were 2 or 3 sons, then there would be 4 or 5 daughters based off of that.
Yeah, that's my hunch anyway. So can we go for 5, please?
Okay. I'm like locking in but not clicking. So they had Louisa, and they had Gretel, and they had Liesel for daughters. They had 7 children in total. They had Kurt for boys. Then another boy named Friedrich, and the rest were girls. Congratulations.
Nicely done, Samster.
I got one now. We sort of balance each other out now.
So yes, Kurt and Friedrich for the boys, and Luisa, Gretel, Liesel, Marta, and Brigitta for the girls. Question number 6, isn't it? Yes, question number 6. Also about the musical Sound of Music. In the musical Sound of Music, who was the youngest among Von Trapp children? Was it Liesel? Was it Kurt? Was it Gretel? Or was it Brigitta?
My gut is it's one of the girls, but that only... Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know, if I'm being honest. You got any inclinations, any hunches?
No.
I mean, Ash, it's music. It's a music question.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, Sound of Music is just one of those musicals I'm not overly familiar with, other than all of the constant references you see to them in other animations.
We did have to watch it once at school, but I just kind of zoned out, if I'm being honest. It's not really my cup of tea.
Yeah, I feel... I'm trying to remember for what I remember.
I kind of feel like it's a very traditional film, and it's probably going to be like the boys are sort of the older ones, I would think. But
yeah, so it'll be one of the daughters.
Two,
yeah. Which one do you feel, Gretel or Brigitta?
I honestly, I'm getting drawn to Brigitta, but I don't know why.
I mean, it's a good a guess as any, so I'll side with you on that. We'll go Brigitta, please.
Yeah.
Brigitta. Brigitta was 10 years old, and she was not the youngest. So Apple and Random Zombie, you get another attempt at this question. Just in case I said that Brigitta was 10 years old, in case that's a factor in anything.
Well, both of us were thinking Gretel when we were doing it together.
Youngest daughter, so I knew that they had a youngest daughter at the very least. So I'm thinking it's Gretel, because I think Lucy's the eldest. Remember correctly?
No clue on that.
Yeah, fucking Gretel, but
Fucking and Gretel. Okay.
I
So Ash and Samster were talking that it's probably not the boys. So yes, Kurt was 11, and Friedrich, not mentioned here, was 14th. Luisa, not mentioned here, was 13. Marta was 7. Brigitte was 10. Liesel was the oldest of 16 years old, and Gretel was the youngest with 5. So congratulations. You steal each other's Sound of Music.
Back to being tied.
Oh no, it's okay. Round 2 tiebreaker needs only one question, which is good, because I didn't have to prepare that much then. Because with round 1 I've run out, and the pilot episode, that was an experience. Moving on to question 7. So team 1, you want. You don't need it yet, sort of, but you really want to get this right. From Sound of Music to a different kind of actual music. Vinny Appice is a drummer in which band? AC/DC, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, or Judas Priest?
Here's the thing, it's music question, so regardless of what happens, we need to get this one right, really. Vinny. He's in Black Sabbath is just... There's something in the back of my mind that's saying it's Black Sabbath.
I don't
know why.
I don't know. I feel like it's not Black Sabbath.
What do you think it is, then?
Well, that's the thing. The only thing I don't think is that it's Black Sabbath. Judas Priest I haven't heard of. I have an acquaintance that really lost all these bands, so I really ought to know this.
Vinny, Vinny.
I'm really not.
Vinny. For some reason, I think that's my gut reaction was Black Sabbath.
Yeah, my gut reaction was it's not Black Sabbath.
A perfect match for the team.
This is so important too.
And his Finn, Ash has probably got this, so...
you think?
Yeah, if Ash doesn't have this, I won't be too surprised, but I think he will know this. So...
Yeah, probably.
What do you want to do? I'm Black Sabbath. That was my initial gut reaction.
Yeah, just go for it. I'm not sure on which one it could be, so I guess just go for it.
Yeah, let's go Black Sabbath, because...
It isn't that way.
That was my gut reaction.
Okay, so locking in Black Sabbath. And I'm gonna say is that you're wrong. But I'm gonna say you're wrong, Applecast. Because that is Black Sabbath.
So mean.
I try. I try. Hey, it's not like the correct answer isn't, levels, but I get inspired by those. So yeah. Team 1 got 2 points. So Ash and Samster, you need to answer this correctly in order just to tie. So best of luck. And you're probably going to strongly assume what kind of question it's going to be. Are you good at band members, by the way?
I mean, we weren't sure on this one, so we're going to probably have to say... Well, it depends on the bands.
Okay.
It does, yeah.
Okay. Question number 8. Very important question. Will Champion is the drummer. I love my drummers. In which band? Coldplay, Imagine Dragons, Maroon 5, or One Republic?
It's Coldplay. I'm 100%. I used to be really into Coldplay about 5 years ago. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but
There's nothing wrong with liking Coldplay.
They've got some hits. They've got some bangers. After Miley's I Lotto, I kind of trailed off. But yeah, it's Coldplay. I'm 100% on that.
You go for it then.
Okay, locking in Coldplay?
Yes, please.
Coldplay got you the good play there. Ty, that is the drummer of Coldplay, and I actually like Now not anymore, but I did like a good chunk of Coldplay songs, and like when I was 12 or 13, I was jamming to a lot of them, and like the scientists somehow
the
got me
first
to
3
the...
or 4 albums are just are genuinely very good, and then they sort of just went a bit. I don't want to say mainstream because that makes me sound pretentious, but they kind of just stopped trying. I'd say.
Yeah, they went they went less weird in a way, and that didn't work for me.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Kind of. So we have a tied situation, which I'm actually happy about. It's nice to see intriguing game, which means we are going to the tiebreak question. And for that, we will need the buzzer. So if you set that up, or if you have that set up already.
For all 4 players, correct?
Yes.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Like the buzz. So you will be buzzing for the team as such. So if you want to quickly confer in voice or in DMs, whichever works quickly, obviously, definitely feel free to do so. But yeah, basically, whoever buzzes in gets the answer for the team. And the way this is gonna work, you're gonna see it's essentially sudden death just for teams, rather than for here. So I'm gonna go to my sudden death is the next round. So in this case, it's team versus team. One question, single question with 4 options. The first one to buzz get to answer. If they're incorrect, it goes over to the opponent team. They choose from the remaining, and it keeps going over back and forth if needed until we get a correct answer. And yes, the second answering team ends up left with an option, and that's sometimes good. Okay, I see Abe has set in the buzzer, so if all 4... I take it you have DM'd them the link as well, right? Because you're awesome like that.
All 4 players on my screen, so we're good.
Okay. Do we want to do a quick buzz test?
We can. Yep. Let me start alphabetically. Applecast will have the first buzz. Thank you. And Ash.
Let me focus on the right window.
There we go. And Random Zombie. Thank you. And Samster.
There we go. Okay, all is working. So yeah, individual buzzes, answering for the team. If you want to confer in voice or in DMs, definitely do so, whatever you think works best. Sudden death question. Harry Houdini was born in which modern country? Czechia, Serbia, Poland, or Hungary?
Random Zombie.
I think it's Czechia.
Oh no! I thought it wasn't. I thought it was Hungary.
Well,
I think it's Hungary.
Well, do have in mind that like the other team will be answering, so you may not want to give away things, or if they're, or perhaps you do to mislead. And Team 2 will get their chance to answer because it's not Czechia.
Okay.
So Ash and Samster.
I feel horrible, but do we want to go with Hungary?
Yeah, let's go with Hungary.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of hope it's not right in a way, but...
Same.
I don't know if Applecast was nasty or not, but it's not... Oh, wait, it is Hungary. Never mind! I got confused with things.
I thought it was confirming. Oh, that was so bad.
I got confused. Let me just quickly double check. For some reason, I personally thought it was Serbia. Oh, I was confusing with Nikola Tesla. Yes, a Hungarian-born American. All good. Okay. I don't goof. Get your cattrip commands out. There we go.
Strategy though, if someone
Sorry?
actually did do that in the future. Yeah.
Oh, at the last moment, pulling out a rabbit out of the hat, right? So congratulations, Ash and Samster. Not sure if you feel bad about it or not.
It was close all the way up to that point, so good game.
Yeah, very good game.
Yeah, right now time for me to dive out.
Not yet, because you and Applecast will now be fighting against each other, so you may have a chance to revenge for that thrown away answer in a way. You're already in the Buzzin website, so it's purely Applecast versus Random Zombie, but the very same principle, the very same kind of nature. So you two are ready?
Yes.
Okay. Question Sudden death question number 2. Neanderthals are named after the Neanderthal Valley where they were found. Which country is this valley in? Italy, France, the Netherlands, or Germany?
Random zombie.
Benevolent.
Applecast,
as a native, can you confirm or deny? For curiosity?
Well, I think I would have heard of it.
Okay. It's not the Netherlands.
I don't have to buzz now, right?
You don't have to buzz, but like not too long for the answer, like 10 seconds at most.
I was thinking actually Germany.
Okay,
I don't know why, but
should I lock that in then?
Yeah, I think it was Germany or Switzerland, so Germany.
Okay. I guess Applecast did have a bit of an advantage in this question in theory, with the Netherlands being there and him being from the Netherlands. I prepared this question for like episode 2 or episode 3 when he was not playing. Luckily, Zombie took that right away, so I didn't have a moral dilemma of like, oh, did I mess up? The correct answer is Germany, though. So congratulations, Applecast.
Well played, Random.
It's sort of you threw away the team game to get the individual game. Now,
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good shot, though.
I feel like there's an imposter among us. Thank you for playing Random Zombie. Thank you very much for coming up on such short notice. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did indeed.
Lovely. Glad to hear that. Best of luck. Stay around to watch the rest, hopefully, and once again root for or against Applecast. And now we move into round 3. Where is my good slide? Round 3. Now, round 3 is I don't know, that's the most dreadful round to me and to a lot of players that I know. The way round 3 works is you get to choose. Now, team game is done, no more. You're playing individually for yourself. You will choose from 5 topics. Each topic will have 20 this or that type statements. You have 60 answers to answer all 20 questions, and it just goes back and forth with me and voice. The 2 people with most points out of the 3 move on to the episode final, and the third person unfortunately gets eliminated. The way the scoring works, however, it's not simple, just 1 point for a correct answer. You essentially bank the answers in sets of 3. So let's say if you answer 3 correctly, you have those 3 points. Question 4, you answer correctly. Question 5, incorrectly, you go down to 3. And then your strike count resets, as it were. So I know Ash and Apple have both played this, so that's clear, but I think it's clear for Samster as well? Hopefully?
Yeah, I think I understand it, yeah.
Lovely. We have a tie of who chooses second. So Applecast will be choosing the topics first, because that's based on individual scoring throughout the game. Ash and Samster have equal amount of points over. Oh no, sorry. I saw something. So Applecast is gonna choose the topic first. Then Ash is gonna choose from the remaining 4, and Samster will choose from the remaining 3. And your topics tonight, there's one that I'm really hoping gets picked for reasons. Tonight's topics are top 10, resting place, the popular catnip, spelled with a K. Last week we had Coach Potato, now we have Couch Potato, and being a bit cheeky, size matters. Or does it? Which one would you choose?
Oh, I'm absolutely terrified of this round. Last in the try run, I choose the one category I didn't want. I'm afraid I'm gonna do it again.
Which one was that? If you could remind us.
That was chill, and it was about
Netflix.
I don't want anything entertainment. Let's go with, I hope, geography. Size matters.
Okay. I have not prepared these things. Never mind. You get to see Samster's avatar because I didn't finish preparing the slide. No, wait. Also, I'm on the wrong thingy in OBS. There we go. Working, fixing. It's doing goof. So the size matters. The topic is actually not geography, but it is not entertainment either. It's on the sciencey side.
Ooh.
Are you familiar with what we would call C system? I guess SI in English.
SI? Oh, as in the System of International Units.
Yes, the same. So
yeah, I should be.
Okay. So oh shoot, then this is probably gonna be easy for you. I'm gonna name you 20 prefixes for SI unit measurements. And you're gonna tell me if that prefix makes the unit bigger or smaller. Basically, does it blow it up to, like, that means it's the normal unit to the power of, like, 10 to the power of plus whatever to make it bigger, or then 10 to minus whatever to make it smaller. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So just bigger or smaller.
This is gonna be so finicky.
It's gonna be, yeah, I'm trying to set up my notes as well, but my e-reader doesn't cooperate. There we go. I think we're set. So, you ready?
I think so.
Okay. Centi.
Smaller.
Correct. Tera.
Bigger.
Correct. Femto.
Femto?
Femto.
Smaller.
Correct. Centi is to the power of -2, so I'm just gonna talk the powers of tens. So it's -2. Tera is 12, and femto is -15.
Yeah.
Milli.
Smaller.
Correct. Hecto.
Bigger.
Correct. Atto. ATTO.
Smaller?
Correct. Milli is to the -3. Hecto is to the power of 2. And atto to -18. Yocto. Yocto.
Smaller.
Correct. Zepto.
Yes. Bigger.
Incorrect. Back to 6 points. Yocto is -24. Zepto is -21.
Okay.
Nano.
Smaller.
Correct. Exa.
Bigger.
Correct. Iota.
Bigger.
Correct. 9 points. Nano is -9. Exa 8 plus 18, and Iota is plus 24. That's it.
Smaller?
Correct. Micro or micro.
Smaller.
Correct. Peta.
Bigger.
Correct. 12 points. Deci is -1, 10 to the power of -1. Micro -6, and Peta is plus 15. Mega.
Bigger.
Correct. Zeta.
Bigger.
Correct. Deca.
Bigger.
Correct. That's 15 points. So Peta is... No, I did say Peta. Mega is to the plus 6. Zeta plus 21. And Deca, it's plus 10 1. To the power... Yeah, it's plus 1. I'm going to go one more. We ended on a Deca. Giga.
Bigger.
Correct. I'm going to say that was just in time. So 16 points. Very good result.
Very happy with that.
Very good result, yeah. When you said degree in physics, that was like, oh, well, this is going to be easy again.
Yeah, that's a bit, unfortunate, maybe.
It's a bit of a... So, yeah, in theory, it probably can happen that both of them will beat you, but it's very unlikely, I'd say. So we're gonna know more
Definitely
after.
mildly confident.
Mild, I think averagely confident, perhaps even a bit. But yeah, usually in the original game, anything like 12 and above is a good score, like properly good score. Okay, Ash, how would you have performed in that topic?
About the same, about 16, 17, because I like half of those I use just because in computing we use the same prefixes for
Right,
size
of
of
the
data
bytes.
store. It's
Yeah.
just the smaller ones. It's like I've not heard it as a data store prefix, that it's probably smaller because you don't have anything smaller than a byte. Oh, well, you do have a bit, but anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So you get to choose from the remaining 4 topics. Top 10, resting place, the popular catnip, or couch potato.
I'm very confused as to why the popular catnip has a K rather than a C. Like that could be like this special K, like it's a cereal. Is this a cereal? Is it not a cereal? Couch potato sounds very TV-esque. I don't know if I want to jump into that or not. Top 10 is music stuff from the sounds of things. I mean, it could be other things, but it screams music. You know what? I'm intrigued by the K. Popular catnip, please.
I'm very happy you chose that one. I don't know if you will curse me after this or not. So this is actually music. And
oh no.
If there's a reason that catnip is spelled with a K.
Oh no, it's not K-pop, no!
Yes.
Oh no!
It's
Good luck.
Firstly, I wanted to name this catnip's choice, but then like it didn't give enough away. So the popular of catnip, you know. I tried to make it relatively easy considering things. I'm gonna name you 20 bands, 20 groups, and you're gonna, from K-pop, obviously, and you're gonna have to tell me if that group is a girl group or boy group.
Oh, okay.
Relatively, I tried to go with more than half of them are really likely to be known and famous and things like that. I'm just gonna quickly check.
To normal people, yes.
Well, it's. I tried to choose as many of those as I could that people from the outside world would have likely to have heard of.
Yeah. Okay.
There are a few weirder ones. Anyhow, Chad does not hate me nor love me for that yet. We'll see how you will feel after this round. Are you ready?
Yes.
To anyone.
Girl.
Correct. 17.
Girl.
Incorrect. Oh wait, I didn't click on the thing, so I'm just gonna 1 more second. There we go. To anyone is a girl group, 4 members. 17. Boy group has about 13 members. Super Junior.
Girls.
Incorrect. The 13 members originally. One of the relatively older when I just got into it. Miss A.
Girls.
Correct. ATs.
Boys.
Correct. Blackpink.
Girls.
Correct.
Hey, 3 on the board.
Points. I have a feeling you may even. It's one of those like, oh, probably people will just be happy to get some points. Yeah. Okay. Going on. 4 minute.
Boys.
Incorrect. Girls. They're the group from which Hyuna came from. She's kinda known. Well, she was the one that was in the Gangnam Styles video with Psy.
Okay. Yeah.
So that one, and she's very popular in there. Mamamoo.
Boys?
No, incorrect. That's the girl group. That's the one. That's my favorite band. That's the one I talked about when I was the first time on Lithuanian TV and had a question already on the pilot, possibly. Got 7.
Boys.
Correct. TVXQ.
Boys.
Correct. Big Bang.
Girls.
Ouch.
No,
Incorrect.
No, yeah. Like, yeah, I know that one now.
Yeah, Big Bang is like Big Bang is one of those that are relatively
Yeah,
very well known
yeah.
overseas. It's yeah. GOT7 GOT7 was in one of connection rounds and only connect when you did that with the
I remember that
reversed
one,
bad
yeah.
names. Okay. BTS.
Boys.
Correct. Twice.
Boys?
Incorrect. They're the girl group who also were in that round as last clue. EXID.
Boys.
Incorrect. Red Velvet.
Girls?
Correct. Oh My Girl.
Girls?
Correct. NCT.
Boys?
Correct. 6 points.
Okay.
Another threshold. I was ended on NCT. Dreamcatcher.
Girls.
Correct. Stray Kids.
Boys.
Correct. EXO.
Boys?
Correct. 9 points. EXO was the very first clue in that round, actually. So yeah, you had EXO, BTS, GOT7, and then Twice. I made sure to put all of them in. 9 points. So one thing, Applecast is gonna be playing in the episode final. So congratulations on that. 9. I say with the score of 9. First it was like I wanted to put K-pop, and now when I played with you, I felt bad for putting in K-pop. It's so I'd say 9 points on that topic as such is a very decent result, especially seeing how uncertain you were about a good chunk of those.
I'm happy with 9. I'm definitely happy with
9. And 9 is still a passable score. I'd say it very much depends on the topic that Samster gets. So you're gonna have to be a bit on standby. So Samster now needs 10 or more. Because we're doing it based on individual results. So if there's a tie, it's the player who answered in the round first, which means they were the better performing player throughout the evening. So Samster gets to pick from the remaining 3, which are top 10, resting place, and couch potato.
I'm hoping Couch Potato is either about TV and movies or potentially about potatoes. Either of them I think I'd be alright with, so I'd like to go with Couch Potato, please.
Okay. So there we go. Now we actually have Samster's avatar as applicable. So yeah, Couch Potato is gonna be about TV.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing too fancy there. I was just like, oh, we had Coach Potato, so I have to put this title here. I'm gonna name you 20 TV series, and you're gonna tell me if that TV series had more or fewer than 10 seasons.
Okay.
If there were any like spin-offs, like with some you have like different cities, and those are not counting. Only like the first series in the franchise.
Yeah.
And I made sure to not include anything that had 10 exactly. So it's going to be either more or less. I should have all the info correctly. Definitely. I feel iffy about some info because I don't watch those specifically. So in case my source is old. So if something does go over, chat, Ape, Samster, or Apple or Ash, do let me know and we'll go from there. But yeah, 20 TV series, more or less than 20 seasons. Yeah. Okay, ready?
I think I'm ready, yeah.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Less.
Correct. Law and Order.
More.
Correct. Chicago Hope.
Less.
Correct. Buffy the Vampire Slayer had 7 seasons. Law and Order, shout out to our Law and Order teammates, had 20. And Chicago Hope had 6.
Okay.
American Horror Story.
Less.
Correct. NCIS.
More.
Correct. Grey's Anatomy.
More.
Correct. American Horror Story was 9 seasons, and NCIS the main one. So that's why I'm like, because they have a lay. So main NCIS 17 seasons, and Grey's Anatomy 16. Married with Children. Sorry.
More.
Okay. Homeland.
Less.
Correct. Lassie.
Less.
Incorrect. Wait, that's what. Married with Children 11 seasons. Homeland 8, and Lassie had 19.
Oh wow. Okay.
I cut you off with the next question. Like after you banked 6 points. Was that okay? Just checking. Scrubs.
Less.
Correct. CSI.
More.
Correct. The Simpsons.
More.
Correct. Scrubs.
So if I get one more set, then I'm through, aren't I?
Correct. And passive play is not allowed, meaning like you get the 10th question correctly, and then you stall for time for it to run out, and then like that's not allowed. And with 28 seconds left, it's gonna be easy to judge. Yeah. So Scrubs had 9, CSI 15, and The Simpsons 32.
It needs to stop now.
Yeah. Stranger Things.
Less.
Correct. Ally McBeal.
Less.
Correct. 24.
Less.
Correct. This is the point where I say sorry, Ash.
Yeah. Sorry, Ash. You should have known it was going to be K-pop. Let's be honest.
To be fair, yeah.
I feel bad. It was like I thought I could try to there's the popular. I probably could have POP in capitals or something, like popular and the catnip with the K. I thought it was like not too subtle. I feel bad now. Actually,
you did better than I would have done anyway with K-pop. I would have been hopeless.
But yeah, we'll see. I'll talk slightly more with Ash after. Let's finish our round for curiosity reasons.
Yeah, okay.
So, Stranger Things was 3, Ally McBeal 5, and 24 8 seasons long. Monk.
Less.
Correct. Family Guy.
More.
Correct. Supernatural.
More.
Correct. Monk had 8, Family Guy 19, and Supernatural 15. How symbolic on the 15th point. American Dad.
Ooh, more?
Correct. Dark.
Less.
Correct. 17 points.
Pretty happy with that, yeah.
Yeah. Best.
That was like a good theme for me, I think, definitely.
Better score than Applecast. So yeah, congratulations. You are going through to the episode final where you will play against Applecast. Ash, I kind of do feel bad now.
That's okay. That TV category I would have done all right on, but I wouldn't have done as well as Sapster did then. So even in the grand scheme of things, I still wouldn't have had any of the top scores. So
I feel a bit better, a little bit. But yeah, thank you for playing. I'm gonna spoil it to chat. For those who didn't know, Ash is having his birthday on Monday. On Monday, right? I'm not confusing anything.
You're right, yes.
Okay. So spam DMs with cakes and duting and cheeses and things. And I believe I've heard there was something special planned.
Yeah, there might be a stream on, yeah.
Okay. So you heard it here first. Or you had not first. I'm trying to be witty here. I don't think I'm succeeding in this case, but so yeah, thank you, Ash, very much for playing. I hope I'll try to not put that many knowledge. I rarely put knowledge K-pop questions, and I sometimes do, and I just wanted to.
It was completely fair. It's just one of those things I'm not au fait with in comparison to a lot of other things. So
fair.
Completely fair, and I really enjoyed it anyway.
Glad to hear that. Which one of the two are you going to be rooting tonight?
Oh, I have to go with Samster because we pallied up in round 2 there. It has to be. I have to go with Samster.
But you played with Apple in round 1.
I know, but
Okay.
but Samster picked me, so
Fair enough.
clearly
Closer
there's a camaraderie
connection.
that has to remain there.
Fair enough. That's
Favoritism.
very sweet of you. Okay, well then, once again, thank you for playing, and enjoy the rest of the show. Hopefully,
Shall
we
do.
all make it entertaining. Now,
Both of you.
So congratulations, both of you are gonna playing in episode final, and both of you are gonna play at least once more in the tournament, because the second place the second place winner from this game will still get another chance for the tournament final and the mini final, and the winner goes straight away and he can rest and have a holiday and brush up on K-pop knowledge and Lithuania knowledge and mythology knowledge, because don't game the game, game the quiz setter, right? At least with me, as we all saw. So, round 4 rules, it's going to be all on buzzers. I believe you're still in the same page for buzz-in, so no need to test anything.
Yep.
Lovely. Head-to-head, open questions this time. However, these are going to be what I very much lovingly try to flaunt around as being Lithuanian-style quizzing questions, which means that you do have to have some knowledge, but that knowledge is more or less universal. But you get to the answer by combining that knowledge with the sort of logical puzzle. That's the question text on the screen. Players have 20 seconds to buzz in for the answer. If the buzzing in player is incorrect, the opponent has 10 seconds to answer, no matter what time was left on the clock. 1 point for a correct answer. 2 special questions, I'll get to them when I get to them. Overall, 10 questions in the set, so either best out of 10 or the first one to get to 5 correct answers, to 5 points, is the winner of the episode. All clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. To me it is. I've played it before.
Yes, you were there. Who did you play in the final against?
John, I think.
There we go. I was about to say. So yeah, John won that episode. He got second in his tournament episode, which was 2 weeks ago. I believe that was episode 3. So we'll see if you can join each other, maybe. Okay, so we're starting. Question 1. In one of the original Golden Mine episodes, round 3 had the topic of whether the sportsperson has won their medal as an individual or as part of the team. The cryptic title of such topic was a well-known motto created or popularized by a Frenchman. Name that Frenchman. Ten seconds. 5.
Can't think of anything.
2, 1, nothing. Okay. So if you think that the emphasis there was either as an individual or as part of the team. Now, if I said that the Frenchman was a writer.
Oh, the Three Musketeers guy, is it?
Yeah. So the topic was one for all or all for one.
Got you.
Because it was about individual or as a team. So yeah, for people in chat, if you haven't encountered, these are the kind of questions you have to know some things, but you also have to figure it out what knowledge you need in a way. Question number 2. One of the terms about human mistakes while handling computers or similar technologic devices is idiot behind machine. Typo there. Which company was founded in 1911 by Charles Ranelagh Flint and Thomas J. Watson?
Samster.
Is it IBM?
And why would you say so?
Because idiot behind machine is IBM, the acronym.
Correct! Samster gets a point. Now, officially, I did not find that that's the reason they were named. I think it's one of those sort of urban legends theories that are going around. But I like the relation there about computers, anyways. So Samster is leading 1-0. Question number 3. Norman is a 2012 dark fantasy film of comedy and horror genres. The main character is, of course, named Norman. What 4 letters are missing from the actual film title?
Samster.
Para, P-A-R-A.
Have you seen the movie and you know this, or
I've not seen it, but I remember hearing about it. So
Okay.
I'm fairly confident.
So that is correct answer. The idea was that the sort of dark fantasy horror is, and that's a pun on paranormal. And we all love puns here, don't we? Applecast, just checking. You're okay. You.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just stumped on all of these questions.
No, that's Sam's. I mean, he didn't win Duel Season 3 for just pretty eyes or pretty voice, right? So.
Yeah, he's very smart.
You have players as well, though.
It's like I'm just sort of checking in case, because paranoia, just in case other technical issues or what have you. Question number 4 is gonna be the word chain, or what one would call word ladder. So this is an example from last episode. So you will see 4 clues like this, and the answers to those clues are gonna differ by each letter, by a single letter. And in order to get the points for the correct answer, I'm going to need to hear all 4 answers to all 4 clues. You do get double the time for this question, so it's 40 seconds, and then 20 for the next person. You also get 2 points if you answer it correctly by buzzing in first. If it's the sort of left over to the opponent would get only 1 question if that's the correct answer. So, for example, from last episode, these were the 4 clues: temperature, protection, to bend or twist out of shape, and fish, and the answers were warm, ward, warp, and carp. So it's essentially a word ladder or word chain kind of thing. Is it clear enough?
Yep, good with me.
Should be.
Okay. So word chain for you. A financial institution, DC Comics supervillain, fully or partially naked, and a passenger fee.
Samster.
Bank, Bane, Bear, Fair.
Well done.
I'm gonna say Applecast, you're gonna need to start answering some questions, because Samster is now leading 4-0.
Yeah. I had 3 of them, but I couldn't figure out the comic supervillain.
Oh, fair enough. He was in the Batman universe. Appeared in the Nolan's movies as well, I believe. So, yeah. If Samster gets... Yeah, this was a bit of an easier word chain. It's very much what I can randomly come up with. So the difficulty is a bit RNG'd in that way. Now, we're moving on to question 5, and if Samster gets this correctly, he wins the episode. So, Applecast, good luck. Fast fingers.
Needed.
Back to a normal question. Question number 5. According to a Chinese proverb, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. When, according to the same proverb, is the second best time to plant a tree?
Samster.
I'll have a go at now.
Applecast, what do you think?
Yeah, I think he's right. I was gonna buzz in, but I was too late.
I'll have a go at Samster being the winning of this episode. The winner. Congratulations. That is correct. The idea is that
really good at this.
Yeah, you're basically creating your future, so start now if you hadn't started already. Strong performance by Samster in the last round. Very well done. Congratulations.
Thank you. I enjoyed that last round. I think that's sort of my sort of way of thinking, so I enjoyed that.
Yes, more and more people liking Lithuanian style cuisine. Good. My ego and my heart are happy. And my slice of patriotism or something like that. We'll see. Anyhow, so yeah, congratulations. We will see you in the final where we already have Grunkle, Liquid Courage, and Lucario. Correct me if I'm wrong, Abe.
That's right.
Lovely, I remembered things. And we'll still see once again, we'll still see Applecast once again as well, together with Cetra, John, Procyon, and
2 more mystery people.
oh yeah, so this is the 4th. It was 1 more, because the 4th one is Applecast.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, I remember the 3. I'm happy about that. So yeah, those will be scheduled sometime after the holidays. We'll see how that goes. But Applecast, it sounded like you sort of knew that. It just Samster knew things faster.
Well, yeah, not just that, but why I said in the start trying to get to the final was because I knew I wasn't
Fair.
going to win, because I'm terrible at
Fair
this kind of quizzing. I like the questions, but I'm absolutely
You-
abysmal.
You like getting
Just-
to the final that much now that you wanted to make sure you can have the getting to opportunity to get to a final once again instead of going
Yeah,
there
let's
right
get to
away.
4 finals.
Yeah, it's all calculated. It's all calculated. So yeah, thank you for both of you. I hope you had fun. It seemed you did.
Thank you, it was very much
Yeah.
fun.
Hopefully.
Yeah, thank you. I enjoyed that a lot. I think I did pretty well considering I barely squeaked through the first round. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, yes, you were the from the losing trio in round 1 and the whole episode is one. So we see magic happening, even if not from Hungary. But yeah, thank you to all the contestants who played. Thank you once again very much to Random Zombie who agreed to play on such a short notice. Thank you to Ape for helping me and helping me to come up with topics, ideas for round 2 because I was struggling this time. Thank you to Ash. The unused questions, they just go further to the next episode, essentially. If it happens to be something that, let's say, I'll get to it a bit later, but overall they just get carried through to the next episode. If I will have leftovers after like the very last one, let's say with round 3 I'm bound to have leftovers, I'm gonna just submit those to Wipeout to Ash database. Golden Mine Hamsters. Exciting thing, we already, or at least hopefully already, know all the contestants for episode 5. So usually I like to keep the players secret, but in this case, because these are the only ones left, and the participant list was public, so just to remind, for episode 5, we are gonna have We Like Shapes, Jack Wilfred, Brig Bother, Ape Minky himself. I'm gonna be sad and scrambly doing this on my own. Paulister, and hopefully Hallian. If not, So we have 2 weeks until the next episode. I'll try to get in contact with Hallian throughout the following week. If I don't, I may open up. Oh wait, no. There was 1 or 2 people that specifically were on the standby list, so I'll contact them. If they change their mind, I'm gonna open up like short sign up for the last spot. So just basically be on the lookout for updates on Discord and the Golden Mine channel, and I'll let you know what happens. I'm gonna figure something out one way or another. So yes, thank you to everyone. Congratulate Ash on his birthday on Monday. Turn up to the stream that's probably gonna happen. Turn up to all the fun streams that are gonna happen by the community people and the channel friends throughout this weekend. Yes, thank you for having me. Thank you for watching me, and thank you for playing with me and letting me educate you with Lithuanian quizzing, because that sort of was the main goal of me doing this. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. The Black Friday deals are all over the place. And yeah, see you around. I very much like what Quizzy Dan says. He says stay safe and stay sane. And the last one is very important too these days. So thank you and bye-bye.